Shalom everyone. Most of the times in my YouTube channel I do speak in Spanish or in Portuguese. But as we see all over the world, the tremendous amount of hate, the revival of the days before the big Holocaust and World War II only multiplied by 1,000 times, because it happens today not only in several European countries but all over the world, with a very few exceptions. We see more and more, without any regard to any kind of laws of moral and ethics in the so-called modern society, hate in the most poisonous form, uncontrolled hate, and even worse, the indifference, the apathy, and the hypocrisy surrounding this tremendous wave of hate to the Jews. Once again, but this time it's universal. It's not only the very privileged, so-called, of some European countries. We are looking at a world where the true is not important. We are looking at the world in several parts of the so-called Western civilization, United States, Canada, European countries, where they support Hamas, that is not only a terrorist organization. What we saw here on October 7th was much more than just terror. Such a barbaric act that not even the SS in their worst moment were able to do. Such a primitive hate. It's very difficult to accept that the events that we saw in the 7th of October in Israel were made by people that call themselves humans. There is not a milligram of humanity in those rabid dogs. I want to call them animals because it's offensive to the animals. There are no animals in the world that are able to do the horrendous things that they did to children, women, old people. What we see on the 7th of October was the end of a dream of some kind of peace with the Palestinians. And in this sense, was a victory to Hamas and to the other terrorist organizations. They have been always against any kind of peace, any kind of political solution. They want pure and simply destroy Israel. They want to kill, to eliminate 7 million Jews. They want to be the masters of a new Holocaust, even worse, if possible, of the Holocaust committed by the Nazis. And they call us Nazis. As a difference from the Hamas and from the vast majority of the Palestinians, that they are not so innocent as they like to be, or they want other people to believe that they are, because such barbarian acts were received in Gaza and the Western Bank with song, with dancing, candies. They were full of joy because Jews were being killed in the most horrendous ways. And one of the Hamas killers phoned to Gaza, so proud, to tell his father, "Father, I just killed 10 Jews." And the father, very proud, say, "Allahu Akbar, God is great, my son, keep killing, kill, kill." We are not able anymore to feel any compassion for the people in Gaza. The same way as the Germans, as collectively, have to carry the burden of the Nazis' acts, the Palestinians will have to carry the burden of the acts committed by Hamas and the other jihad organizations. But the worst part of it is how the vast majority of the nations are applauding, are receiving every number of killed children and civilians provided by the Hamas, a terrorist organization, as a real truth. We see the media full of fake movies, fake death, fake everything. Of course, civilians are being killed in Gaza by the Israeli army, not on purpose. We are quite sure, and we know it's the truth, that the army did the maximum to move the civilians away from the areas of fighting. And everybody knows also that the civilians in Gaza are a human shield of Hamas. Everybody knows that Hamas used the hospitals, the mosques, the schools, in order to protect their arsenals and their military installations. But today, you can hear students in American university saying that what happened here on the 7th of October is a fake, it never happened. It's incredible. The same terrorists took pictures and were proud of showing those pictures. We have plenty of witnessing. We have security cameras. We can show everything. And a lot of time we avoid showing the most terrible things. And then you hear in the campus of the United States or Canada that those are fakes. What happened in Gaza, everything is reality. Whatever the Hamas said is truth. Whatever Israel said is fake. There is an inversion of values here that is incredible to accept. We see people supporting the Hamas, feminist organizations. How can feminist organizations support or be in favor of terrorists that did tremendous things, violating, mutilating women, even alive, violating old ladies, violating children? And those feminist organizations keep quiet? Because if it's a Jewish woman, we don't care. Homosexuals and lesbians came to the Palestine rallies with their flags, so proud. They are killing homosexuals in Iran. The Muslims killed homosexuals. And you are going to participate in their demonstration, that the vast majority of the demonstrations are violent, they destroy, they do all kinds of things, and you look at the police forces in the Western countries, and they are afraid. The Europeans are afraid of the Muslims. The Americans are afraid of the Muslims. And Israel is a Nazi state. Israel is colonialist. Who is colonizing? Who is conquering? The Muslims are conquering European countries one by one. Are you blind? Are you stupid? I just came back from Canada. Shame on you. One day they closed basic schools and high schools to demonstrate in favor of Palestine. Taking children of 10, 12, 14, 16 years old to demonstrate for Palestine. They have an idea what they're demonstrating for. How can you support terrorist organizations? And let's be clear, there is no ethnic cleansing whatsoever. Arabs are not being killed. There is not such a thing as genocide. There are much more millions of Arabs today than there were 50 or 70 years ago. They are not being killed, they are multiplying. It is not a question of land. Don't kid yourself. They don't care about the land. There are 22 Arab countries around Israel. And Israel, the tiny Israel, is the problem of your land. What do you need the land for? You are moving in mass to European countries. They couldn't care less about the land. Independence. A Palestinian state could be started in 48. Well, let me ask a question to your friend Palestinians. If the West Bank was in the end of the Jordan Kingdom from 1948 to 1967, 19 years, why a Palestinian state was never founded there? The area was controlled by the Arabs, full Arab control. They don't want land. They want to kill the Jews. They want to eliminate the state of Israel. Ethnic cleansing, destroying the civilization. I will tell you where is it. Tell me, where are the Jewish communities of Iraq, Syria, Tunisia, Algeria, Yemen, Morocco, Egypt, Syria, Lebanon? All the beautiful Jewish communities in all the Arab countries were destroyed. They don't exist anymore. That is ethnic cleansing. They clean the Jews from their countries because the Jews, according to the Quran, are a third-class citizens and must pay a special impost, a special tax to be supported, to be approved to live in an Arab country. And they will tolerate the Jews as far as they want. And when they not tolerate anymore, they just throw the Jews away or kill them. What kind of peace do you want? You really don't want any Palestinian state with the Jews living in harmony with the Arabs. You want to kill the Jews. You want a second Holocaust. And don't kid yourself in the European and American countries. It includes South America. They will kill you exactly as they will kill the Jews. They don't care if you are Christian, homosexual, liberal, whatsoever. If you are not Muslim, they want to destroy you. They are destroying the Western civilization day by day, step by step, and you look. You just look. Very few open their voices, and they are immediately attacked. You are not solidarity. There is not human. Poor people. Why are they so people? Why are they so poor? With all the oil revenues, all the money of the rich Arab states, you can put the Palestinians in every place you want. You got plenty of land, you got plenty of money. You don't want it. You don't want a Palestinian state. Don't cry for any Palestinian state because you want to destroy Israel, nothing else. And to all of you that think that they are very liberal and they are very supportive of the poor Palestinians, tomorrow morning maybe you will wake up and it's going to be too late. You can be sure about it.